Good evening, and welcome to the May 6th meeting of the Barrow County Board of Education. It's great to see you all here. It is 6 p.m., and the meeting is now called to order. We'll go ahead and begin with our invocation, led by Mr. Calloway. Excuse me, Ms. Lord is going to do it. All right. Thank you, Ms. Lord. Followed by the junior RTC cadets.
Okay, may we all bow our heads, please? Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity to serve. Please grant us the wisdom, patience, and unity as we make decisions for the good of our students and our schools. Bless our teachers, staff, and families. Amen. Amen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Present. Arms. Post. Colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Left. Face. Mark time. Mark. Forward. March.
I'm Cadet Second Lieutenant Armando Martinez.
I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Amara Harvest.
I'm Cadet Lee, Second Lieutenant.
I'm the Corporal 50 grade.
Forward. Mark.
Thank you, cadets. At this time, could I get a motion to approve the April 1st regular board meeting minutes and the April 29th work session and call board meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Could I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Could I have a motion to approve tonight's consent items?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. At this time, we will have the superintendent's recognitions. Okay. We'll start with Clean and Safe Schools. Mr. Calloway, I believe you were the chair, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. All of our schools that we visited 3 schools this past month. All schools were very clean and we're abiding by our security measures and safety procedures.
Thank you.
Good evening. Tonight we'd like to recognize several custodians who do a terrific job keeping our schools clean each day. We'll start off with Bethlehem Elementary School, Nelio Kubian Cedeno, goes by Daniel. I'd like to read, yes, thank you, sir. I'd like to read a note from Principal Reed here about Daniel. I'd like to recognize one of our outstanding night custodians, Nelio Kubian Cedeno, who goes by Daniel. Daniel is an amazing crew member who strives to make our school shine. He takes pride in his work, and as a result, our floors have often been touted as looking the best in the county. Daniel is always smiling and will help with any needs that arise. We simply could not find a better person to be part of the Bethlehem Elementary School family. His work ethic and dedication are appreciated beyond measure. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you. Next, we have Luz Perez Rodriguez from Austin Road Elementary School. I'll read some words here from our principal at Austin Road, Ms. Hodges. As a general cleaner, Ms. Luz ensures that every classroom is thoroughly cleaned and ready for the next day of learning. Her commitment to maintaining a clean and welcoming environment has been unwavering since the first day the doors opened. Even when we're short-staffed, Ms. Luz never hesitates to step up and take on additional responsibilities, always with a smile and a positive attitude that inspires those around her. Her impact goes far beyond her daily tasks. She's truly a cherished member of the Austin Road family. Her kindness and professionalism have not gone unnoticed by staff and students alike. Most recently, she was invited by our pre-K team to speak on Career Day, where she proudly shared her role and the importance of her work with our youngest learners. Ms. Luz exemplifies dedication, humility, and heart in everything she does. We're proud to recognize her invaluable contributions to our school community. Thank you, Luz. Appreciate it. Finally, tonight, we'd like to recognize Baldemar Rios, head custodian at Auburn Elementary School. Baldemar is a head custodian at Auburn Elementary School. He's excellent in his attention to detail, keeping his school up to standards, and being there every day for our children and staff. The county, his team, administration, and teachers see Baldemar as a great leader and wonderful employee who takes pride in his job. Thank you, Baldemar. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now welcome Ms. Fallows.
Good evening, members of the board, Barrow staff, family, and students. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our students. Tonight, I would like to begin with celebrating the accomplishments of an amazing group of seniors from our 3 high schools who've been awarded the Georgia DOE's Fine Arts Diploma Seal. This seal is awarded to graduating high school students who complete a fine arts pathway, engage in numerous extracurricular activities and experiences that foster fine arts mastery, and present a capstone project to their families, teachers, and peers. These students have also carried out at least 20 hours of community service this year alone focused in the arts. Their accomplishments and efforts truly speak to the passion and dedication that they possess. This seal is a signal to employees and higher education institutions that these students are prepared to participate in the creative economy. Before I call each student up, I also want to take a moment to recognize our Barrow County fine arts leaders and teachers, and specifically those who sponsored one of these students, as their support was a vital part of these students' success. If you are a teacher in the arts or one of these sponsors, if you'll please take a moment to stand up where you are so we can applaud you for your support and dedication. All right. At this time, I'd like for Ms. Rayberg, the principal at Appalache High School, to come up and help me just to pass out the certificates. And from Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy, Mr. Tommy Throkill, and Miss Rebby Lichleiter from Winder Barrow High School. All right, without further ado, here we go. This is quite a long list of names, so we're going to have them all make their way up, and then we're going to take a large group photo. All right. All right, we're going to begin with Appalache High School, Anna Lee Garland, who got her seal in music. Molly Huff, Winder Barrow High School, with a focus in music. Victoria Rodriguez, Winder Barrow High School, music. and Grace Yang from Appalache High School in music. Okay, this next group of students is from BASA. We're going to start with Chloe Herbert. Chloe got her seal in music. We have a lot of great musicians in Barrow. Mary Hinch in music. Courtney Johnson in the area of music. Elena Lance in the area of music. Victoria Oliver in the area of music. And Amara Shaw in the area of music. And then we have several students who weren't able to join us this evening, so I'm going to call their names. I believe none of these were able to attend, but we want to speak their names, and we'll do one big round of applause at the end of this. We have Jada Boyd in the area of music, Brianna Cash Phillips in the area of music, Vlad Freeman, music, Troy Harwell in music, Weston Ridgway in music, Hannah Solomon in the area of music, Chloe Vang, music, Alana Wallace, music, and then Chloe Cook in visual arts, Carson Gray, visual arts, Ashlyn Hall, visual arts, Amanda Kuzer, visual arts, Ariana Ruiz in visual arts, Elliot Trevino in arts, and Elizabeth Lalayan in music, Sela Moore in music, and Oscar Avito in music. All right, let's give these students one more round of applause. Thank you, leaders, teachers, families, for your unwavering support and commitment to these students and for being here to celebrate their achievements. Thank you. All right, while they make their way to their seats, we're going to move on to the next set of celebrations. We're going to celebrate our class of 2025 valedictorians and salutatorians. At this time, please join me in welcoming each of our principals. We're going to begin with Miss Jessica Rayberg, principal of Appalache High School.
Good evening. I am proud of all of our students at Appalache and all of our seniors from the class of 2025, but I'm especially proud of these two young ladies that we're recognizing tonight. First, the salutatorian from Appalache, class of 2025, is Miss Anna Carter. Anna has been involved in sports all 4 years. She went to state for cross country 3 times and was on varsity for cross country, track, and swim. She passed all 7 of her AP exams. There may be some more in the next week or two. And she got a 5 on the A-Push exam. She is going to the University of Georgia, go Dogs, this fall, and plans to major in business and English, nice, with a minor in law. Congratulations, Anna. And the valedictorian of the class of 2025 at Appalache is Ms. Kaylee Spencer. Kaylee's been a competitive dancer all throughout high school, dancing every day, as well as choreographing this year's spring musical for us at Appalache. She won Junior of the Year last year, was recognized by the Winder Noons Lion Club. She was a semifinalist for GHP with a field of study in dance, of course. She was Senior of the Month for us in September of 2024. She was among the graduates of the Youth Leadership Barrow last year, and her future plans are to attend UGA, go Dogs, with a major in animal health with a pre-vet track. She's hoping to then attend UGA's vet school, and she has admirations of owning her own vet clinic. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Rayberg. At this time, Mr. Tommy Thrillkill is going to come up from BASA.
Good evening. Thank you for having us tonight. I'm Tommy Thrillkill, the proud principal of the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. And as we celebrate the incredible achievements of this graduating class, there are two blazers that stand out for the remarkable dedication and intellect and leadership, and that's Mason Dorenzo and Lucy Bugg. Throughout their years at Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy, they have exemplified academic excellence, perseverance, and kindness, leaving a lasting impact on our whole school community. Our salutatorian this year is Mason Dorenzo. If you'll please join me, sir. It is with great pride that Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy recognizes Mr. Mason Dorenzo as our salutatorian. A true senior, he has been with BASA since the 8th grade. Mason has built a legacy through his dedication, intellect, and kindness. Ranked second in a highly competitive class with an impressive GPA of over 103, he has tackled rigorous AP courses and earned college credits along the way. Beyond academics, Mason has been an integral member of the Beta Club and National Honor Society, excelling in game design and computer programming through the Georgia Technology Competition. His brilliance is matched only by his character, always greeting teachers with a warm good morning and leaving with a polite have a nice day. This fall, Mason will continue his journey at the University of Georgia.
Go Dogs.
Thank you very much. Pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering while exploring interests in aeronautical engineering and space operations. His time at BASA has taught him that time management and balance are keys to success. Mason, these are lessons that are going to serve you well, my friend. Mason, your unwavering dedication and kindness have left an undeniable impact. Everybody please join me in congratulating Mason Dorenzo as BASA's exceptional salutatorian. And if we can please have Miss Lucy Bugg join us, please. All right, round of applause. Here we go. Lucy Bugg, our valedictorian, is a dedicated scholar and passionate learner. Lucy has a GPA of over 105, has earned the highest SAT score at BASA, and is BASA's star student this year. An extraordinary feat that reflects her perseverance, intellect, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Her journey has been shaped by the inspiration of her sisters and the guidance of her parents, who instilled in her the virtues and values of hard work, independence, and service to others. Lucy's love for math and science is evident in her approach to learning. Math brings her a sense of relaxation, while science fuels her curiosity and helps her understand the world. Despite her academic rigor, Lucy embraces balance, dedicating time to reading, crocheting, and running to maintain her well-being. Her future is just as ambitious as her past accomplishments. Lucy aspires to become a clinical lab scientist, using her skills to serve others and uncover answers to complex questions, a passion sparked by her honors chemistry coursework. She reminds her fellow students to strive for success while prioritizing self-care, ensuring that hard work is always paired with personal fulfillment. Lucy's accomplishments inspire all of us, and we eagerly anticipate incredible impact as she will make on this world. Everybody please join me in honoring Lucy Bugg as BASA's valedictorian. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Rebby Lichleiter, principal at Winder Barrow High School.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to see all of our graduating seniors. I'll forget this if I don't put it back up. It's our seals. Seeing all of our graduating seniors at the 50-yard line in a few weeks. We're excited to have them there, but tonight I'm excited to recognize two of our exceptional graduating seniors. Our salutatorian is a scholar with a brilliant mind, a powerful voice, and a deep well of passions that extend beyond the classroom. Her ELA teacher calls her the best timed writer she has ever taught. She is also a dedicated equestrian, having competed in the regional competitions multiple times as a varsity on the Mill Creek team. She's taken on an ambitious academic load as well as completing 11 AP courses and was taking an AP exam this afternoon, and is a proud member of the Science National Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta, and Junkyard Dogs. This fall, she will be attending the Valdosta State University Honors Program, where she will major in psychology. She has also dreamed of studying abroad, eager to explore new perspectives and experiences. Through it all, she speaks with heartfelt gratitude about her high school journey and the support of her teachers, who helped guide, challenge, and encourage her along the way. Congratulations, Lacey Edwards. Our valedictorian, Becca Meyer, whose accomplishments reflect not only her academic excellence, but also her character, passion, and individuality. She has an impressive resume as her presence is impactful. Over the past 4 years, she has taken on the most rigorous academic path available, completing 12 AP courses and 5 dual enrollment courses, a remarkable feat that speaks both to her intellect and her discipline. She is also a proud member of our rifle team, which recently secured the area championship and were also the area champions last year. Beyond the school walls, she earned the prestigious Eagle Scout Award, an achievement that reflects her service, her leadership, and her perseverance. She is passionate about emergency medicine and built trauma kits as her project. She is a gifted reader and a skilled writer with a sharp mind and a subtle wit that leaves a lasting impression on all those around her. She leads with integrity, pursues excellence in all she does, which includes volunteering at Camp Rainy Mountain. She inspires others through her determination. This fall, Frances will be attending University of Georgia to major in pre-med. Congratulations, Frances.
Thank you all for your commitment to our students and for being here to celebrate these achievements. We're going to give them one more big round of applause, celebrating them. Thank you. And the last one that I'm presenting this evening is the Georgia Biliteracy Seal, Georgia DOE's Biliteracy Seal. We will be celebrating the accomplishments of one more outstanding senior at Appalache High School. And at this time, I'd like to ask Miss Jennifer Carter, teacher at Appalache, and Miss Jessica Rayberg, principal at Appalache, to come and introduce our next recipient.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. We are here to introduce a lovely student to you, Miss Angie Palma, if she can come forward. Angie has taken Spanish 3 through 5 honors and AP Spanish, and she maintained a 100% average across all of these courses. She serves as the Vice President of Marketing in HOPE, our Hispanic organization promoting education. She's also a member of the Spanish National Honor Society. She plans to attend Brenau University in the fall and will receive a degree in nursing with hopes of becoming a NICU nurse. Congratulations on your biliteracy seal, Angie Palma.
Good evening, everyone. The School Social Workers Association of Georgia, also known as SWAG, is the premier organization in this state for supporting, advocating, and providing continuing education for all of Georgia's school social workers. Earlier this year, SWAG recognized individuals at a regional level whose commitment and achievements in supporting positive educational outcomes for students are exceptional. One of our incredible social workers, Dr. Laura Etheridge, was nominated and selected by our region as this year's School Social Worker of the Year for District 9. Dr. Etheridge then moved forward to compete against other regional social workers and was selected as Georgia's School Social Worker of the Year. The SWAG president, Corey Lowe, could not be here tonight, but he did send a video message for Laura that we wanted to share with you all this evening.
Laura, I really wish that I could be there celebrating with you tonight. Unfortunately, at this very moment, I'm sitting on a beach in Turks and Caicos. As your state president and on behalf of SWAG, I want to say again, congratulations on being named the 2024-2025 SWAG School Social Worker of the Year. When Dr. Lowe reached out and asked that we provide a few words about why you were selected for this honor, it didn't take me long to realize that you were the perfect choice. Now, I could sit here and I could go over a long list of things that you do that make you qualify for this award. And while your accomplishments are impressive and they undoubtedly make you deserving of this recognition, they pale in comparison to what truly sets you apart. The fact that you are kind, compassionate, and supportive. Remember that it's not just what you've done, but it's who you are that makes you truly worthy of this honor. Again, I say congratulations, and always remember that you embody what it truly means to be Appalachia strong.
I also want to point out, board members, that Dr. Etheridge has recently earned a doctorate degree. So congratulations, Dr. Etheridge, on earning your degree as well. I now welcome Megan McNally to come recognize our retirees.
Good evening, members of the board, colleagues, family, and friends. Thank you all for being here this evening as we honor an amazing group of individuals whose careers have left a positive mark on our schools, on our students, and on our community. Our retiring educators, each one of you representing decades of dedication, wisdom, and heart. Across the years, you've stood in front of your classrooms, you've stood in hallways, you've stood at special events, not just as a teacher or a counselor or as an administrator, but you've been a mentor, a role model, and a quiet hero. You have inspired curiosity and instilled values that will last a lifetime. Many of us can trace back our own paths to someone that made a positive difference on us, just like you have. On behalf of the board and our entire district, we extend our deepest gratitude. You chose to serve, not for fame or for fortune, but because you believed in the power of education and the potential of every child that walked through your doors. Your legacy will live on far beyond today, and you will always be a part of the Barrow County school system story. Thank you to the families of our educators, as we know you have probably given up many nights and weekends to support those that you love. So thank you all as well. Again, congratulations on your retirement, and sincerely, thank you for everything that you have given. When I call your name, if you would please come to the front. Debbie Albritton. Amy Arnold. Beth Autry. June Beneke. Michael Bolden. Tamara Bolden. Sally Brown. Becky Brunson. Donna Childers. David Darling. Kim Davis. Sherman Davis. Wendy Donaldson. Greg Duffy. Kendall Edelin. Kevin Ellington. Renee Everett. Isaac Fisher. Maria Fundora. Nancy Gaudino. Dr. Jason Gray. Shirley Gunter. Donna Hamilton. Ronnie Harris. Danya Hill. Mary Lee Howard. Elizabeth Jackson. Cynthia Bowden Johnson. Brad King. Scott King. Betsy Lilliston. Jeff Maddox. Lisa Madison. Vicki McCullough. April McGuire. Chris Moore. Lori Moore. Tam Morris. Nancy Murray. David Parks. Matthew Perry. David Phoenix. Kelly Powell. Jennifer Roberts. Bob Rogan. Pam Rogan. Beth Savage. Dr. Amy Smith. Matt Smith. Dr. Susan Smith. Jean Wilkinson. Charles Wilson. Jim Yike. Again, congratulations to you all.
This is actually funny. She's like, this is short. That's a good bit. Congratulations.
We're here. Good to see you. Take care. Nice to meet you, sir.
bunch of them were with me in County Line.
Board members, it's fitting that this recognition takes place during Teacher Appreciation Week. As a superintendent, I'm incredibly proud of the contributions of those folks to our schools and our community, but probably more importantly, as a dad, I'm extremely thankful for what these folks do for our children each and every day, and will be indebted to them forever. So thank you to our retirees, and that concludes the superintendent's recognitions.
Thank you, Dr. Leday. Great night of recognitions. We always enjoy celebrating our smart and talented students and our staff, and certainly appreciate all of our retirees. At this time, we'll move on to our bowl spotlight with Ms. Rayberg from Appalache High School.
If I can have some special people join me, please. Right now. So we can look at you. And Ms. Rushton, you can hit play whenever. Good evening again. I'm proud to be the principal of Appalache High School, or as we like to call ourselves, Chi Nation. That name means a lot to me. We are more than a school, a building, or an incident. We are a nation of people, and we are a community deeply loved and with a lasting commitment to making Barrow County and this state better with the young people we learn alongside every single day. We are certainly a group of educators and a resilient body of students, but more so, we are a team that learns together. And for 25 years, we have made each other better every day. On the screens tonight, you will see a collection of photographs spanning the 25 years of Chi Nation's existence. Thanks to the yearbook staff for putting this together for me. I hope you recognize our cast of characters and understand that for every one person you see, there are also hundreds not pictured who we proudly recognize as our own and who helped shape us into the people we are and strong community we formed years ago. Appalachia's first students walked through the doors in 2000, and the first graduating class was 2002. But it took years to become Chi Nation and form our own identity. It was when Keyshawn Bailey rapped at Mr. McGee's retirement pep rally, among other events. And when we stunned Marist in the 2009 football state quarterfinals, when we confidently went for 2 in overtime. The visiting team didn't even know where they were or what had just happened. We became Chi Nation when Mrs. Wildcat, Brenda Wilborn, our original receptionist, perfected, there it is, her Friday morning Wildcat roar. Her daughter is now my assistant, by the way. We became Chi Nation when Miss Jane Grossman walked our hallways. When the nature trail was paved, or not paved. When we made our first Ghost Out video. When the new basketball coach brought his athletic, spirited daughter, who also became my yearbook editor-in-chief, earning multiple excellence awards. When we taught from trailers while we added the second phase, including the cafetorium for growth. We're there again. When championship teams first rang the victory bell. When Kamar Baldwin turned us all into Butler Bulldog fans. When Paul Serrato was accepted to multiple Ivy League schools. And when our recent and current graduates walked in as little kitty cats. Our success as a community and nation is founded in these and other individual stories, and tonight I hope you'll allow us to walk you further down memory lane. This year is my 14th year at Appalache High School, including student teaching, and I used to teach students the danger of a single story, but here I've tasked a few people with telling just that. A single story. I couldn't narrow half my career into a single narrative, so I brought these people to help. You'll now hear from Ms. Stephanie Atkinson, an original member of the Appalache faculty, Ms. Courtney Jane Rowland, an alumnus turned faculty member, Mr. Ralph Neely, our athletic director for the past 12 years and reigning state AD of the year, Mr. Matt Fuller, the original band director who still inspires us each day, and Andy Serrato, right on time, our current senior class of 2025 president. Please enjoy their stories.
Good evening. My name is Stephanie Atkinson, and I have worked in Barrow County for my entire 28 years thus far in teaching. When I worked at Barrow High School, I volunteered to come over to Appalachia. Our doors would be opening in August of 2000. I had the opportunity to pick my classroom from the blueprints, and it would end up being 1.508 on what we call G Hall. And I've taught there for 25 years. For 50 semesters, Julius Caesar has uttered Et tu, Brute. Mark Antony has recited his eulogy. Young British boys stranded on an island have been fighting for survival, while Finney and Jean's relationship unraveled, and Okonkwo has fought imperialism, all within G 1.508. For years now, I've had former students walk into my room at open house with their teenagers and recollecting other memories. I have decided that when they bring their grandchildren in, it's probably time to retire. Most recently, I've had graduates return, it was just last year, to talk about their post-secondary journeys and to give realistic feedback to our current students. And on a more personal note, my older son graduated from Appalachia last year, Jacob Atkinson, and my baby Chase Atkinson will be a freshman come August, and I wouldn't change a thing. Appalache High School, the Chi, has and will always be home to both its students and its teachers, and it's a tight-knit community that has always been strong. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Courtney Jane Rowland, and I'm already crying, which is not a good sign because I didn't expect to be so emotional, but how can you not be when I work in a place as great, filled with like these kind of people? Like, oh my gosh. So hey, my name is Courtney Jane Rowland. I teach special education at Appalachia. I have been on the faculty there since 2018. But really, my story began at Appalachia in the fall of 2010, like somebody mentioned at some point in time. I walked in the doors in the fall of 2010 as a freshman, as a wee little baby freshman, which is just crazy to think back about. When I walk into those very same doors every day still of my teaching career. When I was in high school, I was involved in pretty much everything. I did student council, this club, that club. One of the really cool clubs that I was a part of, or things that I did, was the Kitty Cats program. And so the Kitty Cats program still exists. We still have it. And that is a before and after school program that we have, that we basically employ some of the students as part of their, I think, educators, future teachers class to keep the teachers' kids. And so two of the teachers' kids that I kept happened to be Wyatt Neely and Juliet Canarella, both of who are rising stars in the 2026 class. I'm like a weeping mother already. And then also, I'm sure as you guys met last, another one of my little kitty cats was Anna Carter, who is our salutatorian this year in the class of 2025, which is crazy. Again, wow, time, full circle. But one of the other things that I did was I played soccer. So in my long rambling, Ms. Rayberg asked me to tell one concise story, and obviously look at where we've made it now. My full circle story is that in this March, I attended Teacher Appreciation Night for the soccer program, and I was there alongside my mom, and I was actually filling in for my husband. But I was also there alongside several other amazing teachers, Michelle Gearley, Stephanie Atkinson, Jennifer Carter, Miss Rayberg was there as game admin. And that was just a really wild moment for me because there I am standing on the same soccer field area. It's not the same field because now we have turf because now we're fancy. Standing on the same field as some of the teachers who inspired me, who I looked up to, who are such amazing people. And now here I am teaching alongside them, and how blessed and how amazing and how incredible is that opportunity. And I walk the halls every day with my husband, with my mom, with some of my best friends. One of my best friends, they were my bridesmaids, they were my student teachers, and they taught my sister, and now they're my friends, and they're my co-teachers and my teachers. And I have a little boy, and he runs up and down the halls, and y'all have heard him. He runs board meetings. He runs up and down the field at the soccer game and the football game, and he gets red dye 40 from Dr. LaDuff. And it really is just a wonderful experience that I get to just full circle really see my life blossom at this community that built me. And, they say that, growing your family and raising your family takes a village, and my village is Chi Nation. And I wouldn't pick anywhere else. And it's been great. And thank you.
25 years of Appalachian. I've been fortunate to be there for 12, nearly half. Appalache High School's traditions were created not just for pageantry or uniqueness, but were birthed from positive characteristics exhibited from exceptional people. One such tradition I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen. I did. That's from the allergies. All right, come on. I don't know. All right, get through it. Focus. I'm sorry. This is 2 years in a row we've done this together. It's my fault. One such tradition is the Dell Sanders Victory Bell, which stands behind the goalpost of the home end zone in our Harold Harrison Stadium. Dell Sanders was the first athletic director at Appalache High School, opening the school in 2000. Dell Sanders was a dedicated husband, father, educator, and coach. After a long battle with cancer, Dell passed on July 31st of 2002. The Dell Sanders Victory Bell was designed and built by David Watson and funded by the Winder Kiwanis Club and erected in 2004. The bell is to be rung in honor of Dell Sanders to celebrate Appalachian Wildcat accomplishments. Dell Sanders was an integral part of creating the physical and cultural identity of Appalachian High School and lived by the motto that character is built in practice and revealed in competition. Dell's characteristics of dedication, school spirit, and family are celebrated every time the victory bell is rung. Dedication, school spirit, and family are the characteristics used when determining the Appalachian students that are recognized for awards to this day. Students receive awards and recognitions that represent our school, and they must exhibit these traits. For example, Madison Maney was awarded the Dell Sanders Memorial Scholarship, presented by Ms. Sanders Nimitz this past Tuesday at Honors Night. And Garrett Dixon was recognized today as the Chamber of Commerce Senior of the Month earlier. Both of these outstanding student athletes exhibit the best of characteristics, dedication, school spirit, and family. Garrett, a three-sport athlete with a 104 GPA while holding down a part-time job at a geotechnical company, will attend the University of Georgia next fall to study kinesiology. And Madison, an all-region softball player with a 102 GPA, will attend Kennesaw Georgia Gwinnett College next fall to play softball and study early childhood education. These two students and many others throughout the years make Appalachia, Barrow County, and Dell Sanders very proud. Not only has Dell's characteristics been applied to recognizing individuals, like our Chamber of Commerce Senior of the Month and our Noons Lions Club's Junior of the Year, Also, our athletic department incorporates dedication, school spirit, and family in our mission statements and goals. Those beacons have helped Appalachian Athletic Department being recognized by the Georgia High School Association by receiving the GHSA Cooperative Spirit Award 7 out of the last 12 years, and also being named the inaugural Most Positive School by Georgia Positive Athlete in 2020. So every time you hear the bell ring, know that we're not only celebrating victories, but we're exhibiting the Dale Sanders way of doing things the right way. Thank you.
This is really weird because I don't recognize a whole lot of folks, and so I'm standing up here like, they don't know who I am. So my name's Matt Fuller. I'm the first band director from Appalachia. Thanks, Courtney Jane. So it's been a great place to raise my kids. Thanks, Ralph. My wife is, she's actually taught at Appalachia longer than I have. I taught, retired, and have the privilege of coming back and teaching at 49%. But she's an English language teacher, social studies on the faculty. But she originally was on the faculty as a long time ago, SUNY Purdue, I believe, the graduation coach. So it's an honor to be able to work with her every day. Our two boys graduated, came through the Kitty Cat program. Yeah. One of them's a Wall Street lawyer, and the other one just made a cheerleader at Georgia. So I think we do a pretty good job. But it's a great place for me and my family. When we first opened the school, there was not an Appalachian community. There's a river, and supposedly the river was misspelled by the Department of Transportation people. So I was like, there was really no community. You had to drive 15 minutes to go get a check cashed or something. It was those of you who remember all that. It's like, and then Home Depot and all that kind of stuff, but that wasn't there. And so we had this hard time developing community. And obviously we've done a pretty good job over the 25 years. The people that were in the community back then remember, or maybe it's still this way, yeah, my son and daughter goes to the high school. Well, there's two high schools. No, but they go to the high school. Where do you teach? I teach at Appalachia. Where's that? So we got a lot of that in those opening years. And I think one of the cornerstones of that community has been Bethlehem Church. I don't want to single out one church, but if you had to, we would get band concerts there. They would give baccalaureate, all the kinds of things that helped spark a new community. Because there's not Appalachia City. There's Winder, there's Loganville, there's there's not an Appalachia City. So we kind of had to create something. So one of the things. So we got the Winder Barrow Double G Bulldog. So what's going to rival the Bulldog is a
Wildcat.
Cat, okay. So they're red and blue from the University of Georgia. And what's the Georgia's rival, the number one and last football game of the year is Georgia Tech. So they're red. We got to be blue, okay. So a lot of those decisions were made. It was really cool so to create those internal rivalries. But one of the things that Bethlehem Church did for me, Ralph was very instrumental. 11 years ago, I had an unfortunate event, a heart attack at school. I don't know if those of you remember. Thanks, Ralph.
I remember.
But the church and Ralph decided instead of a mega scoreboard, let's get another AED. So the very first band camp, we went away with the Winder Barrow Band. Good buddy of mine was the band director there. Like, let's just go and share staff and work together. And because those kids, we just kind of plucked them away from Winder Barrow. You're going to Appalachia. What school am I? You're going. So it was really the same band kids the year previous. So let's just go to band camp. So we were saying, let's have a dance. And they get the kids together, and they were dancing. We were at band camp, and everything's going great. I walked outside to find out that I'm going to be a dad of my new son, Patrick. And I walked back in there, and everybody was crying. I was like, why are you crying? We were just having kumbaya moment. And one of the students in Winder, they do this cheer. I don't know if they still do it. And they go, Winder, and the crowd goes Winder. And Barrow, the crowd goes Barrow. And it goes Bulldogs, and everybody makes the little Bulldog sign. So they did that, and our kids are going, man, we used to go to that school. And they said, okay, I got one. And he goes, Appa. Oh, we got a new cheer about ready to create. Appa, Latchy. And he goes, stinks. It totally deflated our kids. And so he's like, let's get on it. Let's create some new traditions. So I brought some things from my old band, and we brought some old cheers. Like I had this cheer we did was called the cheer. And young lady, Miss Sheena, walks up to me, Mr. Fuller, that just has no class, has no spirit, has no soul. I said, well, what are you going to do to make it work? I said, let's call it the what cheer. Oh, what? And so the band just breaks down, and we broke in the parades. We'll just stop in the middle of Winder and the Christmas parade and do the what cheer just to make traffic stop a little bit. The Dale Sanders bell it goes back to we had it up on top of the hill, and it wasn't really a central part of where things were, and so we moved it down to closer to where the field house was, because we didn't even have field house back then. So we moved it closer to the field house, but before we moved it, we finally got a win on a football team. Oh, W's are hard to get. And so I took both of the Sanders boys up. Somehow this was in the band director responsibilities and duties. So I took the Sanders boys up, and they were supposed to ring the inaugural bell. So we walk up there, and they ring the bell. And it had been a little while since we had rung the bell. And it was way away from everything, and there was a wasp nest built. And we were running and getting stung by the wasp. We created a band rock, and just this rock kind of showed up, and we paint the seniors' bands and the band's members' name on it. Gives a sense of belonging. The Wildcat Roar, Miss Wilburn would do that Wildcat Roar, and it was kind of Dr. Clark really didn't like it. Bless his soul. Dr. Clark really didn't like it, and so he said, "Oh, I don't want you to do that anymore." And so you could tell when she would sneak in a Wildcat Roar when he wasn't in the building. One of the traditions that just started, I actually hired Mr. Muldrow in 2001. He was now the current band director, and so he stayed for a few years, went and learned how to be a high school band director, and when it was my turn to retire, we called him back and he's like, "You want to come back?" And he's just been a real pleasure to come back into our community again. And I get to work with that guy every day. It's just a real joy. The Kitty Cats, both of my boys are graduates of the Kitty Cat program, and it not only saved us time, money, energy, logistics, having 2 teachers work at the school, but those relationships they built in that room are still some of their best friends today. What else? So it's been a great place to see these traditions kind of grow and mature, and I'm very proud to walk down the hall, and I know that we, and Ralph can say this too, that we leave the building every day knowing that we've left this place a little bit better than when we found it.
Good evening, Superintendent, board members, and Barrow County community. My name is Andy Serrato, and I'm the class president and proud senior at Appalache High School. And I'd like to share one of my favorite memories at Appalache during my sophomore year, when I decided to participate in a male pageant called Mr. Wildcat. And I decided to perform a cultural dance called a merengue and a salsa routine in front of the entire school. And within that time, it felt like a big risk, putting myself out there in a big audience. But as the music started, I began to let go of my nerves, and it became something bigger than a dance. It was a celebration of my culture, my identity, and the power of showing up fully as yourself. And that night, I ended up winning Mr. Wildcat. But more importantly, I gained the confidence to lead and express myself in ways I've never had before. Since then, Appalachia has been more than just a school. It's been a launch pad. And I've grown through student leadership, advocacy, and a lot of moments outside my comfort zone. And all of that has led me here. Now, some of you think you might be getting deja vu, and you're not wrong. About 10 years ago, my older brother, Paul Serrato, made history within Barrow County after getting accepted into the nation's top universities. Well, here we go again. I'm proud to share that this fall, I'll be attending Stanford University, where I plan to study science, technology, and society, an interdisciplinary program that blends STEM and the humanities to explore how innovation impacts the world around us. And it all started at Appalachia, where I learned that bold choices, cultural pride, and simply being yourself can lead to places far beyond what you imagined. And wherever I go, I'll always bring the Barrow County community within me and within my career path. Thank you so much.
Thank you to these 5 people who have impacted me more than you know. These stories are some favorite memories, but there are countless more. As you heard, it's all about the people and our deep commitments to one another. We are a team, we are a family, we are a nation. Thank you, Board of Education, Dr. LaDuff, and community members for allowing Chi Nation to shine as the beacon and bright community that it is. And we look forward to celebrating and creating another quarter century of memories. For more of our story, please also enjoy our Inside Chi Nation episodes on YouTube. And we hope to see you on Saturday from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock at Appalachia. You can see our bell and ring it at our community event. Thank you.
Thank you for that walk down memory lane. That was a very special program, Ms. Rayburn. Thank you for that. Before we move on, I'd like to recognize Ms. Julie Sanders Nimitz for being here. So thank you, Julie. At this time, we'll move on to presentations and discussions with Dr. Bowen, Support Services.
Good evening. I just have a very brief update for you all. We had initially planned to move our code of conduct to the consent agenda tonight, but we're going to ask to keep it open for the rest of this month. We have not gotten a lot of feedback from that. We want to give everyone a chance through the month of May, so we'll come back at the work session in May and move it to consent agenda then, and hopefully reemphasizing tonight that we're taking suggestions, feedback, but also answering questions as well. It's still up on our e-board site, and the link is to my email. I can be emailed or called about any questions about the code of conduct. So we'll report back on that at the end of the month. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Bowen. Jennifer Houston with Business Services.
All right, let's look at our SPLOST report for the month of April. We received $1,736,433. That's a little bit more than the same month last year. We're still lagging a little bit behind last year, but it's good to see that that number was higher than the same month last year. For our general fund, This is our board summary. Our total fund balance at April was $100,320,000. Our total revenues were $186.6 million. Our total expenditures year-to-date, $171 million. Our total revenues just for the month of April were $12.3, and our total expenditures for the month of April, $16.5. We are at 83% of the year, and we always like to see that green line higher than the baseline. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next is just the detail of the general fund. Y'all stop me if you have any questions at all. We'll move on to special revenue funds. We had our year-to-date revenues, $19.7 million. Our year-to-date expenditures, $21.8 million. And this is for the year-to-date March. Our year-to-date March for capital projects was $65.7 million revenue and $30.8 million expenditures for capital projects. For our debt service, our expenditures were $11.7 and our expenditures $11.8 million. And this is the list of invoices paid between $10,000 and $74,999 for the month of April. Then we have one brand new report that the Georgia Department of Education has wanted us to add to our packet. So this is going to be a quarterly report that we're going to give you, and this is just the activity for each one of our schools. So they have their own bank accounts, and so this is their activity and their bank balance as of March 31st, 2025. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you. I don't think we have any requests to appear tonight. This time, could I have a moment? Well, it's time for executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent. Could I have a motion to move into executive session?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? All right, thank you.
Beck Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Kelly Merhoff.
Kennedy Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Ansley Barrera.
Winder Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Lee Davis.
Yargo Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Dr. Nicole Mays.
Bear Creek Middle School Teacher of the Year, Marcy Martin.
Heyman Morris Middle School Teacher of the Year, Jennifer Beatty.
Westside Middle School Teacher of the Year, Rachel Muldrow.
Appalache High School Teacher of the Year, Michelle Gearley.
Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy Teacher of the Year, Kendall Argo.
Winder Barrow High School Teacher of the Year, Melissa Effridge.
Arts and Innovation Magnet Program Teacher of the Year, Jennifer Stockwell.
Horizon Program Teacher of the Year, Dr. Amanda Latimer.
Bramlett Elementary School Teacher of the Year and District Finalist, Carrie Tilson.
Let's go. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, Ian was listening. I love it. You're doing good. Great job. Y'all are art helpers today, and I love it.
Statham Elementary School Teacher of the Year and District Finalist, Sandra Cash.
All right, you got 30 seconds to strike your pose. You ready? So everyone's gesture drawing is going to be what? Different. Y'all could pose your people interacting with one another.
Sims Academy of Innovation and Technology Teacher of the Year and District Finalist, Amy Wilson.
Cell is the basic unit of life and found in organisms. Well, when he types something in, the circle will appear.
Alondra Puente Bravo.
My name is Brooke Bradbury. I am an ESOL teacher at Russell Middle School, and I am Barrow County School System's Teacher of the Year. I am a child of a military parent, so I moved schools a lot. And as I moved through school, I never really had that connection with teachers that I know a lot of teachers talk about, that they had this one teacher that made them want to become a teacher, and I never really had that. And so I decided when I entered this profession that I wanted to be that teacher for my students, that they could look back and say, I had a connection with a teacher. Miss Bradbury cared about me. Miss Bradbury came to my extracurriculars. She made sure that I did what I needed to do to be successful in school and beyond. And so that really matters to me, to be able to give that back to my students so that they don't necessarily have the same experience that I had when I went through school. I think the biggest thing that I enjoy about teaching is seeing my students recognize that they have grown and that they have learned. When they get to me in August and they are struggling to read, struggling to write, and then throughout the year they are able to monitor their progress and see, wow, I actually can read, I actually can enjoy something that was once difficult for me, that brings me the most joy in teaching. Also, I cannot do this without the awesome students and families that I serve. Just being in communication with them in the classroom, outside of the classroom, they inspire me by their hard work and their diligence, that if they can continue showing up every day, then I can continue showing up with a smile on my face and ready to be who they need me to be. And once we establish that relationship, it is just a cyclical event of inspiring and being inspired, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It is an honor to be chosen as Teacher of the Year for the Barrow County School System. To me, this means that the hard work that my students do, that their families do, that I do every day, and my team does every day matters. And so I am honored, I am thankful, I am humbled, and very appreciative of this.
Congratulations to our Barrow County School System Teachers of the Year.
My name is Andrea Mason. I am the academic interventionist here at County Line Elementary. This is my 23rd year teaching, and I have been at County Line my entire career. So my role at our school, we have decided to have academic intervention focus on reading. So what I do is I work with small groups of students throughout the day that are in need of some extra support in reading with their phonics and reading skills. So I work with small groups from the time I come in until the end of the day. They're usually in my room for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the need of that group. I grew up the oldest child in my family with two younger sisters, and both of our parents worked a lot. And so I was always kind of the caregiver, the little mother and teacher to my sisters. And so I just always worked with them, helped them, and so I developed a love of helping them. And so I think that that was kind of the first steps of planting that seed to want to teach. My grandfather was a teacher, my uncle's a teacher, so we have some teachers in our family. So it's just always, I'm not really sure of an actual age when I decided I'm going to be a teacher. I think it's just always something that has been a part of my life, and so I knew it would be something that I would go into when I grew up. I think it's very important for new teachers and really every teacher to never give up that love of learning, and to also understand that you will never know everything that you need to know to do this job. There's always something more to learn. There's always something more that you can do to better yourself and to improve your instruction for your students. And so I think it's important to have the attitude that you will never know everything you need to know, that you have to continually learn new strategies, new instructional practices, and also to know that you can learn from the people around you that you're working with. Teachers change lives. That's the number one thing, whether it's from a relationship that you've built with students or from the academics that you've taught them, you're changing their lives. And I think it's important for people to realize that that's what we do. That's why we are teachers, because we have this passion for helping our students become wonderful contributing members of society. And by doing what we do here, then we're ensuring that they're going to go on and have, hopefully a really great life.
My name is Jesus Suarez, and I'm a senior at Appalache High School. A short story from my childhood to where I am today is that I grew up in a Mexican-American household with my older brother, and throughout my time in high school, I've been fortunate enough to have been accompanied by my friends, my family, and various teachers who have guided me along my way. Through soccer, I've been able to learn very important ideals and morals that I can use in my own life, such as discipline, hard work, and always keeping a positive and uplifting mentality. A teacher that's made a lasting impression on me, I'd say, is Mr. Bizzotti. He's always been there for me since freshman year, and even to this day as a senior, he's someone I can go to if I ever have a question or I need help with school. He's always been a very supportive role model, not just for me, but for the entire student body. The biggest accomplishment that I say I have is being one of the top 10 students in my student body. I think it's a very good achievement and recognition to be recognized among such a big and competitive student body. After high school, I plan to attend Emory University, where I'll pursue a bachelor's in biology while on the pre-med track, and one day I hope to aspire to become a doctor, and if possible, I hope to continue my hobby and interest of playing soccer in college. One piece of advice I'd give to myself as a freshman is that always take every single opportunity that you're given. You never know what can happen, and you should always keep a positive mindset no matter what scenario you're in. I have to give a big thanks to my family for always being there for me, even during my toughest times. Last year, I was unfortunate enough to have torn my ACL, and during that time, I really began to understand how much my family meant to me. They were there for me every single day, and I would say that I think I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Their support throughout my whole life has been unwavering, and I'd say that I'm very grateful that I'd say it's impossible to repay them back for everything they've done for me. And especially for my brother, he's been there for me every single step of my life. He's always been a role model that I can look up to and that I can always look towards if I ever need help in life.
All right, my name is Connor Manning. I attend Winterboro High School as a senior, and I went with TSA to Nationals. TSA is the Technology Students Association, and we work on completing projects, engineering-based, and competing in that field. I originally started TSA in 10th grade. I took engineering as a 9th grade class, and I fell in love with it, so I wanted to pursue that further, so I joined the club. So I made a 1/4 inch to a foot scale model of a yacht, a 45-foot yacht. It sleeps 4 to 6 people. It is equipped with a bathroom, a kitchen, and extra storage. It is also solar powered, so all the electronics on the boat are controlled by solar power, and the engines are hybrid engines, so it can reuse the solar power and the electricity produced by the engines to power the boat. I had to learn a lot about 3D modeling further than I ever had before. It took a lot of effort and practice to get organic shapes and such finishes that it actually looks like a boat and not just some amalgamation of plastic. And through TSA, I learned further how to expand my skills in that, as well as in laser cutting and engraving. It helped me with that, and also my attention to detail has greatly been expanded, as it took a lot of hard, tiny little fixings of stuff to get it to look nice. Winning Nationals was a really relieving thing for me. When they originally called us up, they called the top 10 people up on stage, and they started from 3rd place to 1st place. When I heard my name not getting called 3rd or 2nd, I was kind of getting stressed out. I was like, I probably didn't place. And then the final, it was 1st place, and they called my name. Just hearing everyone clap and the cheering of thousands of people was just really relieving and really uplifting. My next steps, hopefully nationals bound this year. I am going to do hopefully another transportation-based engineering project. I want to thank my coach and my team for helping me with doing all of this and just helping me push through such a hard experience of getting everything done.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Dawson, and I'm a senior here at the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. I came here to BASA not knowing that there was a robotics program in the first place, but I came here to BASA because it was the new big school on the block. I remember in middle school, they came to us at Westside and said, there's a new high school coming up, and we're building it right now, and you can enroll. Of course I'm gonna take that opportunity. This is a brand new school with materials that are top of the line, highest tech, brand new. And I just took the opportunity. I saw a good opportunity, I took it, and it was the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. How could I not accept something like that if I'm going into the computer science field? In high school, this is gonna sound really bad, but in high school, the most memorable experiences I have are the worst experiences I have.
Could I have a motion to approve the personnel report and our new contract list?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? All right, thank you very much. Could I have an authorization for committees to meet? I think we've got Clean Schools coming up, not until next fall.
So moved.
That's moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? And we've got some upcoming dates. We've got graduations coming up, BASA, followed by Appalachian and then Winder-Barrow. And then we will have a May work session on the 27th. With no further business? Yes.
Do we now do the consent items, or is that? Because didn't we skip over those?
No, we did.
No, we already voted on it.
voted on it.
Okay, we just voted on
Yeah, it's
them?
blanket.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. With no other business, we'll adjourn.
Did you sleep?